Is it possible to get a headshot no
It's been
scope?
like 10 years, dog.
Sniper already requires 0 skill. Why would you want that?
I mean, bottom line, his family, his fucking son and his daughter are doing such a good job to uphold his name that even though it's sad that he's gone, his legacy lives on stronger than most fucking legacies in recorded history, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, I definitely
Why are you laughing at
You
that?
guys heard it here first. Steve Irwin, one of the most fucking valued legacies in recorded history. Fuck Alexander the Great. Fuck Hitler.
Okay, so everybody that you're saying is a warmongering retard.
Oh,
Can you tell me a good human?
Get your gun out. Let's
A
go.
good human?
Abraham.
Caesar did. He got stabbed by his own
Lincoln.
goons. Come on now.
The scout isn't actually doing
wow.
anything. He's just running into our base, bonked, and making us chase after him. I respect that.
God, their sniper is actually trash. I'm just gonna put her out there.
Watch as he dominates you.
Pyro duels are fun and engaging.
I'm having fun sniping.
I'm sorry, but if you
Who is that
consider
bitch in
Alexander
India who,
the
like,
Great
helps everyone?
to be above
Mother Teresa.
fucking Steve Irwin,
Mother
got her-
Teresa.
Nose
Mother
cut off.
Teresa in India,
That bitch
pardon
in
the
India.
fuck
Mother
out of
Teresa.
me.
How about the one that got her nose cut off and she got her van? She was got shot up. Or
Yo,
lost or whatever?
actually though, look it up. Mother Teresa, she went to India. She's not Indian.
Scout,
she went
goddamn
to
it,
India.
man.
That's where she did all her shit.
I heard somewhere that Mother Teresa, withheld people's medicine and, killed them because she didn't believe in it. I have no idea if that's true or not. Because
Why are
that
you
is exactly
trying
the
to
kind of shit
compare
people would make up.
religious people versus a fucking
Yo, what is
human that
religion?
literally
Never heard
just went for
Yo, what is this word? Religion.
conservation?
Heavy metal.
You're
In the lobby.
trying to compare
Is that when you serve
Steve
concept
Irwin
on a platter?
against people that literally are just obeying their religion blindly? Is that what you're actually trying to do?
Can someone tell me what religion is?
Bruh, Steve Irwin is sick. Don't get me wrong. But saying that he's a top 10 human being, bruh.
Bob Ross is entirely
Name
moving different.
one thing that Steve Irwin ever did wrong in this entire life. And then
He
pick
fucking
another
got stung by a
celebrity.
manta ray.
He died doing what he fucking loved, trying to save animals. Do you even know why he was
boo-hoo,
swimming out
dude.
there on that day that he died?
Oh,
fair and balanced.
Probably to
This is the
strangle a
weirdest fucking.
catfish.
This is just. This is just
We
the
take
weirdest
those.
fucking server, dude.
Listen, dude, what happened on this server is this guy who I'm talking to, Steve Irwin, about, who I totally respect and I love to death, said to me, "I'm drunk," and I was like, "Fuck, I'm drunk too. We should have a conversation." And then this is what happened.
I think the best human being ever would have to be that one dog. You know, the Doge dog, dude. He's getting kind of old.
It's not a
Courage the
human
Cowardly
being.
Dog.
That is
Dude, that's the best
a
human
dog.
being.
Ruined everything.
My dreams can be dreams,
That's
alright?
not
Just
a
leave me alone.
human.
Shut up. Don't tell me what it is.
Return the slab.
I respected your opinion, you respect
Return
my
the
opinion.
slab.
Okay, I can respect opinions as long as they are
Alright, good.
correct. At least
My
in one
opinion
way
is
or
correct.
another.
I didn't say your opinion was incorrect, did I? Alright then.
Alright, I mean, I could say Steve Irwin was a fucking llama. Would that be
Dude, I
correct?
respect your
I
opinion,
mean,
dude.
no,
I agree.
that would be wrong.
If you start implying that Steve Irwin had a persona, I will kill you.
At least there's an argument to be made
no,
for Steve
Jesus,
Irwin. If
I'm
someone
not-
was like,
I'm not
"Oh,
saying that.
who's the best human being?" and they said like Bill Cosby, I'd be like, "You're fucking dumb." So,
Best human being? Cardi B. You know what she did to survive?
Cardi B.
She raped, or she stole money
LOL,
from
funny
guys.
troll. LOL, funny troll.
Cardi B.
LOL, funny troll.
This is such a well-coordinated
hilarity.
discussion.
alright, best human being to ever live, guy who just said that it was a dumb discussion, hit me.
I said well-coordinated.
Oh, well coordinated.
He's just saying it.
Yeah, we're all just going for it.
Across the land.
When did that get swapped to
Are we even playing the
well-coordinated?
game?
I mean, I
would
haven't
say
missed a
if I had to
headshot in
pick,
probably 10 minutes.
Fuck, I feel like whoever I pick, I'm gonna feel like a piece of shit. Like everyone's gonna be like,
Dude,
oh,
Cardi
you're
B.
fucking. I don't know, man. MLK kind of went out on top, right? He was like fucking,
Nah,
like,
dude.
you know.
Nah.
No, because MLK kind of he had a
started this
good
horrible
vision in
movement.
mind, but he kind of played race superiority and just tried to flip it to the other way
No, he
around.
didn't.
How
Did
young
they-
was MLK when he died? Or old? Young or old? Wasn't he like in his
I
30s
don't know,
or 40s?
dude. That whole
He's pretty
movement
young.
right now is so annoying. It's like police brutality, like that's not, I mean kinda, it's a thing and it's not a thing. It's like some cops are actually
it's one
doing
of
their
those things
job.
where, like, it's definitely a thing that happens, but media definitely like blows it out of proportion.
Have you seen
I
the
would
video
say
of the guy getting
right
shot in the
now-
Taco
Doesn't
Bell
happen.
drive-thru?
If
But
you
also
look
at
at
the
the
same time, like,
future and you look at like where humanity is going, the number one human on this planet right now is probably Elon Musk.
Alright, you know the video, the Taco Bell shooting? You know what I'm talking about?
Let's change the subject.
no.
No,
Tell me, why are you laughing at Elon Musk?
I eat Taco Bell fairly regularly, as a garbage human. What's up with Taco Bell
Wait.
getting? There's a shot up Taco Bell.
Alright, look up the Taco Bell drive-thru shooting. Look it up. There's like 3 officers that
why
unload
is
a
that
magazine
relevant?
into this black guy with a Glock or some pistol on his on his like body, but he was unconscious and he started waking up, right? And he starts freaking out and starts moving, and the cops tell him to stop moving. He's like steady moving, and then they shoot him. And everyone's like, "Oh, police brutality! Oh, they shouldn't have shot him." But he told him to stop moving, and he sat there with a gun on his chest, which makes sense. But at the same time, like, I don't know.
Dude, honestly, like for me,
What?
it's so hard to like. I feel like everyone wants to have an opinion about that shit. It's like,
Yeah.
it's so personal. Like I don't fucking know, dude. I wasn't there. I don't even know any single person involved. Why the fuck should I have an opinion?
Why should we be affected by something that we weren't involved in?
Exactly. Like everyone is like, oh, dude, you should hear about this one thing that happened in this one place. It's like, dude, I like kind of understand like when there's issues that have like that broad of a scale, I get it. But like when you, I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm here
Okay,
fucking drinking vodka and
let's-
playing TF2, dude. I don't fucking know, dude.
I want you guys to tell me one human who you feel is above Elon Musk in terms of
Cardi
bringing
B.
humanity further. I want
Cardi
you to
B.
hang yourself.
Elon Musk is
I mean,
fucking
Einstein.
Go to the bathroom and just fucking noose
I like
yourself.
the guy. I like the guy
Bye-bye.
who's insisting on Cardi B because it makes me think.
Dude, Cardi B, best human alive. She thinks it's
I
okay
would say
to drug a man and
it'd
steal
probably have
money
to
from
be
them.
someone with a little more like media presence, because I feel like a lot of what
Why?
drives people is like the internet.
Why would you
And
consider
once
the
Elon
best
Musk
human
is driving
to-
technology? It has to be like a media influencer.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
I feel like this thing you said was what's moving people forward the most, and like even if they're
Yes,
moving in the wrong direction.
forward. No, not in the wrong direction. Forward,
Well,
as
the
in
direction
to
of
better
forward is
humanity,
fucking-
to better
it's literally
humanity
like
as a
an
whole.
opinion.
What the f-
I thought that I said that. Maybe I didn't. I am very drunk.
Wait,
humanity.
you mean technology? You mean technology specifically?
No, I mean
isn't
humanity.
Elon Musk the
like,
guy that owns,
anybody who is a human,
Yes, he
and
is.
200 years in the future, who is going to be the person that made sure that those people 200 years in the future
Donald Trump.
have a better fucking reality?
Yo,
Oh
we're
my
fucked
God.
200 years from now anyway, first thing. But yeah, I would say he'll probably be remembered for being like the guy who was like, hey, y'all are fucked.
Donald Trump? Are you talking
Donkey
about?
Kong's probably up there. I'd say top 10 human beings, definitely Donkey Kong.
Jesus Christ.
Number 2 is probably Dixie.
LOL,
That's
it's so
too
funny
funny.
when I give retarded answers to simple questions.
Can't
LOL.
forget
Peter Pan.
Follow me on
I'm not trying to be
tumblr.com.
like that guy who's like, oh, I disagree with you. I actually agree with you. I think Elon is probably the right answer. That's why I was making a meme, because I don't know a better answer.
So why would...
Just because he's such an influencer. Like, I feel like he's so well known, you know what I mean?
But then why wouldn't you just say that and... and just
I
say
did say that,
that.
and then I'm also drunk, so I just kept talking, and then someone said Donkey Kong.
All right, that's fair enough. I can. You know what?
Like, I'm not trying to be like that,
give me
fucking-
1 minute. I'm gonna take 2 shots. I feel like you might be a little bit further drunk than me, so let me just catch
No,
up.
let me
and
join you, let me
we'll take
join
it
you.
from there. 2 shots? 2 shots?
Well, I have a mixie here. I have a mixed drink.
I have a mixed drink as well, but it's very, very strong.
Tell me what you have mixed,
I have tea.
sir, and I will tell you the same.
I have some Coke and I have some Captain Morgan's. I put a
you go.
2-6 of Captain Morgan's in one of my protein cups, and then I fill the rest up with Coke. So this is probably a 1 to 8 Coke to Captain Morgan's ratio.
All right. I'm
It's
drinking,
not good for anyone to
I'm
drink.
Drinking, what is?
Oh no, no alcohol or anything is good to drink.
But it's just regular vodka, just
The
regular
only
vodka. It's
alcohol
like
I've ever
bottom
had
shelf.
as a 16-year-old is a Corona.
It's bottom shelf vodka, and then I have Mountain Dew Voltage mixed with it. The blue Mountain Dew.
Ooh,
It's good shit. And
I like the Blue
it's
Mountain Dew.
very strong. And
Is that a Baja Blast?
no, the blue one.
Voltage. Yep,
No,
it's
yeah,
called
Voltage. Baja Blast is the Taco Bell one.
I don't think we have that shit in Canada, to be honest. I've seen
Canada.
Baja
East Coast
Blast.
servers. Yep. Whatever it's called.
Baja Blast
I live
is
in
limited,
Ontario,
dude. It's
sadly.
like fucking few and far between.
I'm moving out of here in what day is it? They told me. And in about a week, I'm going back to Alberta.
Where are you at right now? What like area?
I'm in Ontario. I live in St. Catharines, but
Wait,
I'm gonna be
St. Cat's
moving
is-
to the oil fields, back to
Is that like
Alberta.
middle Canada area?
No, I'm like
I asked 'cause
I'm like 30 minutes away from Niagara Falls.
Oh, so you're
Oh,
East
so
Coast.
you're close to the East Coast. Okay.
Yeah.
I asked because I'm Minnesota, Wisconsin is where I like kind of transfer from. So I was like,
never
fuck,
been to
what's like? I always have to do like Canada, like translations. When someone says like, oh, I'm from Ontario, I'm like, fuck, I think that's like near the Great Lakes. I don't know.
It is, yeah, it's near the Great Lakes. Ontario's a pretty fucking fatty province, though. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes in Ontario.
Oh yeah.
All I know is Vancouver is like Seattle.
Yeah.
And what's the?
Yeah.
Is it? What's the far East Coast one? I don't even remember.
Alberta?
Fuck. New Brunswick?
No, the fucking islands out there. There's like a name for them.
There's New Brunswick, Newfoundland. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking of Newfoundland,
those
but what
three.
about Quebec?
And then,
Quebec is a
there's something
fucking dirty
behind it.
place for dirty French rats.
Surprise!
We don't speak of Quebec.
Quebec is just the worst thing.
The worst thing that Canada has ever done is in 1968 or something. We shut down their idea to secede from Canada and become their own country.
So, no, let's talk about this for just a second.
Everyone hates them.
Dude, have you ever seen a gamer with QC, with fucking Quebec in their gamer tag, that wasn't a hacker or a massively raging asshole?
I've never seen a gamer with QC in their name, bottom line.
Neither have
Dude, you
It's
didn't
because
play
you play
enough Modern
TF2.
Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Everyone has
Have you
their
pla-
clan tag to be like whatever their state is if they're like a real scum.
Yep.
If they're like human scum, they always put their like state in their tag, and then like you're like, oh, well, I guess people from where I'm from are shitheads.
Yep.
No, flat
I
out,
mean-
Quebec is just the worst. I mean, when I was working in the old field like 5 years ago, me and a couple of my buddies up there took a vacation out to Montreal. That was fun because Montreal is pretty much just like a hive of scum. if you have a mind and you want to have a great time, Montreal's the place to fucking be. But to like try to live in Montreal, no, there's something wrong with you. If you actually want to live there permanently.
Like, is it the worst because it's like boring, or is it the worst because it's just like shitty people?
It's a bunch of people that are French supremacists, but even France, like literally France wants nothing to do with Quebec.
Oh crap! That's a lot of
Canadians,
dudes.
am I
So
right?
they're their
like
own
the
unique
stepchild.
kind of cunts. Yeah, basically. But
They're
if
like
your
a stepchild
stepchild
that,
thought
they
that he was
want
better than
France
you
to
and
love
could
them,
kick
and
the
they,
shit out of
pretend
you
like
at
they're really
any
into
time.
France, but France fucking hates them.
Yeah,
NG.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes.
NG really need that dispenser.
But I will tell you one thing, man. Montreal sluts are the best sluts in the entire fucking world.
I don't think I want to do
fuck does that
anything with
even mean?
any of them, if I'm being honest.
It means literally exactly what you think it means.
Wait, are they nasty? Like, are they like good? I'm confused.
Both.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to catch anything.
No, okay. I didn't realize you meant nasty as in like diseased. They're not diseased.
Yeah, I thought he meant nasty as in like.
No. Jeez, no.
Experience.
No, they just don't have any. They'll never say no to anything. They're fucking freaks.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Like literally, like 4 years ago or so, me and my buddy went down to Montreal and we went to a strip club, and like if you consider a strip club like in a normal place, generally you have to pay for a dance, right? And then from a dance, maybe it like goes your way, maybe they suck your dick or something like that. If you pay for a dance, you can literally fuck them in the
Where
ass.
you expect a blowjob.
I mean, I would.
Dude, Montreal is flat out crazy as fuck. If you want to fuck sluts, Montreal is the place to be, flat out. If you want to raise a family,
jeez.
it's not the place to be at all.
Alright, why not both though?
Because Montreal has a lot of sluts, and also if you don't speak French, it's similar to being a Jew in Germany in like the during World War II. You'll be looked down on. I'm saying the truth.
Montreal's really
I'm
sick.
actually
It's a lot like being a Jew in Germany in World War II.
Fucking Natasha.
if
God
you're
damn it.
not
What is he saying?
French. This is why it's very hard for me to explain, because there are so many elements going on all at once. Like if you're a tourist and you go to Montreal and you just go to the strip clubs and shit like that, you'll have a fucking awesome time. But if you go to Montreal and you're looking to be like, hey, I want to meet people, I want to make friends, and I want to, raise a family here, you will be a fucking outcast completely. People will hate you, and people swear at you constantly in French.
So it's basically
Yeah,
like
I
being
was
in a
actually
shitty
good.
American city, except in French.
Well,
I don't know. I've never been in an American city.
I've been all over the U.S. Like I've been in New Orleans a couple times. Like I went down there and visited, which I love doing. But like, it gets fucking insane down there. Like I went to a strip club in New Orleans, and it was just like not enjoyable because it was too much of that, where it was like too insane.
I
Like,
had
it was
one
me
ex
and,
that
like,
was
4
from
dudes and,
Florida,
like,
but
some,
she
like, all the
was
strippers
pretty
are clearly
tame.
like fucking like cracked out. And I'm like, shit, dude. I mean,
I have a question.
you gotta pay a cover if you want to like get into a strip club that's not just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, covers are standard fare around where I've been.
Well,
Anyway,
I
I've been
was
in
on,
like BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario.
I mean, it's pretty standard fare almost anywhere, but like every touristy city, like don't get me wrong, like I obviously if I had the fucking half a mind, I wouldn't have gone to a strip club in New Orleans and been like, oh, it has no cover, it's gonna be a great time. Like if you go, I was on fucking what's it called, Canal Street in New Orleans, and Bourbon, and it's just like a tourist trap. They just have these like cover-free strip clubs that are just literally like skanks. It was not.
Can you
a
tell
good
me?
time.
Is it true, like, in New Orleans, if you throw beads at a chick, she'll show your tits?
Yeah, but like also, okay, here's what I'll say. So here's how it works. Like, actually, I think it's probably now since you said that thing about Quebec. And
Or is that
Montreal-
just like Mardi Gras, right?
Well, I went for St. Patrick's Day, so which is like a couple. It's like a month after Mardi Gras, which people have said like if you go for Mardi Gras, like it's almost too fucking crazy, which I totally get because I was there for St. Patrick's Day and it was like more than enough for me to handle. I almost fucking died, dude. I say that because like I was being an idiot. Like I fucking like I almost got like robbed by this guy who was trying to sell me cocaine. And then well, I mean like I'm not kidding, like alright, I have so many fucking stories. But the main thing is so like the beads thing is there's like balconies on all the buildings. Like there's like when you go to a bar, every bar has like an upstairs area. And then you can like go up there, and like it's usually like packed shoulder to shoulder up there because everyone wants to get up there. And like obviously Bourbon Street's just like one street, like it's not as big as you think. It's pretty. I mean, it's a lot of bars, but like it's just one street. Every building is a bar, but it's just one street. So like everyone's trying to get like room on these balconies, and you just go up there, and like there's just like people up there like selling beads, or you can just get them like from people or whatever. And then you just like throw them into the street, and like. Here's what I'll say, like, everyone's like, oh, dude, fucking throw beads at these, like, girls, whatever. You get a lot of, like, homeless titties. Like, you get a lot of, like shit you're not ready for. Like, I literally saw, like, just, like a 40-year-old fucking messed out woman and, like, some dude, like, crawl out of an alley and they just, like, started fucking in the middle of Bourbon Street. I was not ready for it.
I can't believe that.
My favorite.
Like, it's like, as much as you're like, oh, yeah, like, people get naked, and it's like a thing that's like, haha, people get naked, but also you're like, oh, shit, you don't realize how many people you don't want to see naked.
Dude, this was old grandma.
And it fucked me up. Like, I was like having a drink, like, I was like, oh, yeah, we're gonna be in New Orleans, like, for St. Patrick's Day. They have, like, a little parade or whatever, and then, like, I just see, like, some homeless people fucking, and I'm like, oh, well, that really put me out of the mood of, like, you know, having a good time.
That's
That
bullshit.
literally
but I
sounds like
believe
pretty
it.
much every single music festival that I've ever been to. You always expect it, like, whenever they advertise a music festival, you only see, like, you know, 18-year-olds, super fit, super hot as fuck, just, like, raving
They all
out
have
and
the
shit
little
like
fucking
that.
flower crown on.
Yeah. And then you go there, and it's just, like, you'll see, like, three 40-plus dudes walking around with no clothes, and their fucking shrimp dick hanging out and shit like that. It's never what you expect, basically. You always have to be prepared for the worst. But with that being said, I mean, like, Shambhala in BC was a really good time because you'd see the occasional fucking retard that was just like, you know, disgusting and walking around. But for every one retard, you'd see like 10 chicks that are flat out just like pure hippie chick. Super fucking hot, super fucking tight, and super fucking slutty. That are just ready to
I mean,
go.
don't get me wrong, like, I definitely saw my fair share of, like, I would see it, like, it would be me and my boys, like, we're up there, like, buying drinks, whatever. The boys. And, like, we'd see a girl walk by, like, with, like, oftentimes they'd be walking with a dude. So you assume they're, like, at least on a date, if not dating. Or, like, whatever.
I would not want to take
And
my
you're like,
girlfriend to something
hey!
like that.
And then you just, like, throw beads at them, and they show you their tits, and you're like, oh, shit. Like, that happened, like, probably a half dozen, if not more time. Half dozen, maybe a night. Like, that happened. And you're like, oh, that, like, you know.
It's an entirely different world, basically. Like, it doesn't follow the regular rules of society.
I was, the one thing I
anything
was
fucking
surprised by
goes.
is how many, like, I don't want to say families, but, like, older couples were there. Like, you would see people who are, like, there maybe on, like, I assume anniversaries. I don't know. Like, I literally mean, like, there'd be, like, you know, 40 to 50-year-old, like, mom and dads, like, on Bourbon
Well,
Street.
yeah,
and I was
dude.
like, fuck, like, I don't
They're
know, like,
hanging
you go
on
to,
to
like-
their youth or trying very, very hard to. Like, they don't want to
Yeah, but it
think
just
they're
makes it
old,
weird
but
when
they
you're
are
like, fuck,
fucking
I
old.
mean, like, I don't know. I'm just here to, like, hang out, and then, I don't know, whatever. It was a very interesting experience.
I bet it was. Hey, I have a question real quick. If you guys don't mind answering it for me. So we get someone's opinion.
Yeah, fire away.
Alright, so say you and this girl meet in high school, right? Do you think there's a chance of possibly like marriage and stuff
Yeah, possibly.
after high school?
I mean, it's always a possibility. It just really depends on how well you guys click together. I'd say the most important part is not how well you click together during the positive shit. It's how well you click together during the negative shit. Like, if you guys are not going at each other's throats when things are bad, then yeah, that's a wife right there.
I mean, sometimes even if you are.
What I'll say is, I have a close friend, like a very close friend, who met a girl in high school. Like, they were like not a long time necessarily, but they were in a relationship for probably 2 or 3 years. Like, they were dating through high school and then into like the first year of college. And like they said to each other, like, "Oh, we're gonna do 1 year of college, and then like if it's still working out, like we'll like make something happen and like all this." And he proposed to her after a year of college, and she was like, "Yeah, no, like I really don't want to do this." Like after 3 years, and they broke up and nothing happened. Not to be like the woe of everything, but I'm just saying like, I don't know. I'm fucking biased because I also I feel like I've met a lot of people like high school sweethearts, and it just like doesn't work out.
That's what
I feel like people over romanticize marriage a lot more than they should. Like, if you honestly look at it in a purely cold and calculating way, marriage only exists to proclaim your love in terms of the government. Like, if you feel like you love that woman and you feel like you have the right to be together and you are happy to be together, or man, yeah, whatever, man. Like, what does marriage really prove? You're basically telling everybody that you know and people around you that, yeah, this is the one for me, but does it change anything, really? I don't think so.
You can't really like. I mean, you can have a life, like a child and stuff, like have your own house, your own job with a girlfriend, but it just doesn't seem right. I don't know.
So,
why?
This is
like,
my
you wouldn't want to go
simplest way
to a
answer the
party
question. My
with, like,
simplest
3
way to answer the
children.
question is this: in the years after high school, like I would say, almost everybody who's experienced this can tell you. Probably the year, if not like the 2 years, 3 years after I finished high school, I changed so fucking much. Like I changed more than I think I've ever changed in my life or ever will change. Like in those 3 years. So I think like if you have something, it's there and it's real. But like recognize that you're gonna change and like it's gonna be a lot. So like if it's still there, then it's a thing. But like I feel like pulling the trigger before you both have like actually realized that change that happens with becoming like your own person, it can be a lot. So like that's just I don't know.
No, I would agree with that completely.
That's my 2 cents. It's like I feel like the reason why everyone has this stereotype of like, oh, you know, like we like fucking or like I loved it.
We like
so
fucking. Yeah.
It's because you change a lot. Like you literally become a different person. Like I fucking Christ. Like I can't even think about like, you know, it's been what six years now. I'm 2 years out of school. Like so, like.
As like a personal thing, I can say that I've seen people from my high school that got married, like, you know, high school sweetheart type of thing, basically just to flex on other people and say that, look at me, you know, my love has always been fucking pure and like. We were the first to date, and it's always going to be this way. 2 of them that I know have
get
divorced.
Married to their high school sweetheart and like ride it out. Like not to say that I have any idea what the relationship is actually like, but like, you know, like I'm not saying it's impossible. I guess.
No, it's
like
not impossible at all. But I mean, it's not as easy as people think it is.
Yeah.
The thing that fucking gets to me is like. I don't even know, like, fuck, dude. I can't even handle a normal relationship. When you try and like classify it as like, oh, it's like a high school relationship. I'm like, fuck. I can't even like just get a normal thing like that, dude.
I think if you're looking at it from a purely like, I don't know, I don't want to use the word platonic because it doesn't sound right in the circumstance, but if you're looking at marriage in a way where you're looking at it for the best for both people, I feel like it takes a lot longer than a year to figure out if that's the right thing to do. But people want to look at marriage as kind of like, oh, we're in love now, let's cement our love forever. Like they feel like being married will automatically guarantee that they will be in love forever, and that just seems wrong to me.
It's like a reason not to break up.
Exactly. It's like fucking putting glue on the relationship, where if you ever have to do it, it just makes it harder to break up, you know?
I don't know, college is a thing that stresses me out with like dating somebody, because like people do stuff in college, like party and stuff, and like people do things they shouldn't.
Oh, I miss college.
God, I'm so bad.
I fucking love college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here's what I'll say, like, as someone who, I don't know, I mean, like, as anyone can tell you, like, everyone always is like, oh, fucking college, yeah. But, like, I think people like, they talk a lot, if that makes sense. Like, I've met a lot, I would say most people, like, they say, like, oh, dude, fucking college, but, like, especially when it comes to, like, relationships, most people don't, like, explore that shit. Like, there's definitely clues.
No, college is flat out over-romanticized to the nuts. Like, if you consider, like, if you were to look at a video...
Like, rabbits in college, like, I would say that's probably, like, 20% of the crowd. And they,
realistically,
like,
that's probably, like, 5 to 10% of people. 5 to 10% of people actually have that college life.
TF2. But
Medic, that was fucking great, dude.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the college fantasy is real for some people, but it's just like, it's not like every single person can have that college life, you know?
Dude, I remember, well, okay, like, people, alright, this is gonna sound like some bullshit, and I don't even know if it's real or not, but this is the kind of shit I can spit on a TF2 server at
Spy is Medic.
11:42 p.m. Central Standard Time. But, like, I feel like, I've had, like, one or two times where I went to a party or whatever, like, hung out with people, and, like, I brought a girl home, you know, hey, whatever, like, you have a relationship, you know, whoever you decide, like, hey, we're gonna have, like, a fucking sexual thing, and then afterwards, I feel like shit. I was like, fuck, that was stupid, why did I do that? And you feel like shit, and you're like, that was fucking dumb, that was a waste of time, that was, like, really shitty.
There's a very
like,
easy
a lot of times people, like, they make it sound like once you, like, have some kind of relationship,
you become attached too easily. Basically, any chick that you're fucking, you're hoping that you get a relationship out of it, whereas some people can literally look at any fucking, you know, slam piece that they get is just a slam piece.
Yeah, it's time to go. Other Medic, it's time to go.
Some people are totally comfortable with just fucking a bunch of people randomly and not really getting anything other than an orgasm from it, but most people, they don't want that.
I don't
know, dude. I think I kind of have a different opinion. I don't know. I have I had like a high school sweetheart, like this guy was talking about. I had like a high school sweetheart, and it didn't work. Like, I went to college before her because I was like 1 year above her. And then I felt bad. I was like, fuck, I'm experiencing all this shit that, like, you don't understand. Like, I'm, like, going to school. But, like, also, like, you know, so I just was like, let's see, like, you know, let's both, like, exactly what I said earlier. Like, let's see what happens, and if, like, we're still, you know, together afterwards. You know, it turns out, whatever, like...
What happened exactly with that whole thing? About, like, what happened?
So, basically, I'm... Alright, this is a DAE. This is a DAE fucking pushes glasses up on nose, but I'm...
What's DAE?
I'm her age, but not her grade. So, like, she was 2 years below me in school, but I was the same age as her. So, like, you know, I skipped, like, second grade or something.
What is DAE? Can you explain it?
Does anyone
I don't know if I'm
know?
retarded or what, but I've never heard that before.
DAE is like, it's like a fucking Reddit meme that's like, oh, like, does anyone else, like, it's like a meme that's like, oh, I like, pushes up glasses, like, I think I'm fucking smarter than everyone, like, I'm trying to not be that. You know what I mean?
But so you
Well,
went
I
up
just
2 grades
didn't.
or
I
you
didn't even
failed?
know what it meant. So I guess I
Well, I mean,
understand.
are you playing Spy?
Yeah, DAE like anyone plays Spy like basically that. Like DAE, I play Spy because like I'm a highly intellectual human. Like I watch Rick and Morty.
I can get these big brain plays with my Spy.
it's like a flex on people just by saying that.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. You say like DAE,
Oh, okay.
like I don't know. It's a maybe it's an old meme. I don't fucking know. But basically, I was saying like because Kai asked for like specifics, so I was gonna say like basically like she was my age, but not my grade. So like I was when I was a senior, she was a sophomore, so she was 2 years behind me in school. But we were both 16. So like I graduated at
I'm still
17.
confused. But did you go up 2 grades or did you fail to?
I went up to. She didn't fail to. That'd be funny
Okay.
though. I dated a retard. My story. Alright, so anyway. But then I went to school and I was like, you know, I was going ahead of her and I was like, yeah, like we can I guess stay together, but I don't know how it's gonna work out because I don't even fucking know what's gonna happen when I go to school. I went to school 6 hours away from where I live by car. So it's not like, you know, an impossible distance, but like, you know, I'm not gonna like go back every weekend.
In a day.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where like if I was really fucking, you know, like if I wanted to waste every single weekend.
Yeah, if you guys were like fully in love or anything like that, you'd be, yeah, let's do it kind of thing, but you're just kind of playing it by ear to see how it goes, is what I'm getting from
Well,
this.
more than that, I feel like it was like, it would actually take a toll on both of our, like, actual
Wrong time to drink Critical.
Anyone want a drink right now? I'm about to drink. I'm about to drink before I finish this.
I'm gonna fucking drink more.
I'm gonna have a drink. Hey, you, just grape.
That was an obvious
Have
trap.
a drink. Alright.
I'm gonna drink 2 drinks.
Alright. So, we had this thing going on, and after my first year at school, I was like, yeah, I went, so I joined like a...
Cult?
Yeah, I joined a cult.
What? That takes a turn very rapidly.
After you go to college, huh? What happened?
Went to school and I joined like a what's that?
group?
Not
The
intramural.
fucking teleporter entrance.
Are you talking about like the ones with like the signs and the weird names?
No. It's in between intramural and like D1. I joined the club soccer team. There it is. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
So
How'd
like
you get
I'm
called
not
in
good at
soccer?
like, you know, I'm like okay,
How did
But, like,
Colt
I
come
played-
into this?
Yeah, I don't know where Colton Soccer Club came from, but alright, continue.
Colon
I
soccer
was
sounds like a
memeing, but someone
euphemism
else
for
said
butt
cult. I didn't
sex.
say cult.
Oh.
So I joined the club soccer team and like they would have parties and they'd be like, oh fuck, like we're gonna like
You're in a
all
relationship,
hang
you
out
get
or
rid of
whatever.
them.
And
Right.
I wasn't a big like drinker or partier. Like I don't think I ever drank when I was like in high school. Like I just fucking played League
What?
with my boys. And I said I was like, oh yeah, we're doing this, whatever. And then like, you know, I would like meet girls at parties when I was like really fucked up. I remember this one like specific event where I like was really drunk, and I met this girl at a party, and like I just started making out with her. I don't even remember the specifics. It was just like literally that just happened. Like if I
that's
could
what I'm
tell
scared
you
of.
like 1 + 1 = 2, I would. But like
No,
1 + 2 equals fish,
that makes
idiot.
sense. If you're fucked out of your mind, it tends to just happen.
I think like
Yeah.
literally it started when we were just like both pouring drinks, and then it was just like it just happened. I don't fucking know. And like I wish that shit would happen now, but now I'm like fucking I'm a fat piece of shit now. I don't know. I'm just like a fucking I don't know, dude. Listen, man. So anyway, this happens, and the funny thing is, like, it never happened again. Like, I don't know what it was, man. I think it was like the energy of everyone kind of.
This is a weird
together.
fucking. This is a weird fucking story.
Did you tell her? Did you tell her in the end?
So
Come clean?
what happened was,
Oh god.
Oh, crit demo?
I never told her, but I did break up with her pretty much almost after. Next time I went home, which was
did
for
she
a
say?
holiday, I think maybe Thanksgiving, I broke up.
Help!
Oh yeah, what did she say? How'd she
So
react?
this is so fucking cringe, dude. I don't think I've ever like said this story out loud. Like I just fucking, but so I
That's
broke up.
what
Okay, let me
TFT
like,
servers are for. Just
I'm gonna
throwing
streamline.
out
I'm gonna
retarded,
streamline. I
cringy
feel like
garbage.
I'm leaving. I'm gonna streamline. So
Just put it out there.
yeah, I decided to break up with her. I was like, fuck. So essentially, this girl that I make out with, moked out with. I make.
You
Made out with.
I mucked. So this girl that I put my
Mop.
fucking sucked face.
Made out with. Made out with. is
Made.
the,
There we go. He's got
Moked
it.
out
Alright.
with.
Yes.
Moked
Moke.
out.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed. So I decided that I was like, okay, I never talked to her again. Like nothing came of it. You know what I mean? It was just like a thing that happened, and I just felt so much. Like I was like, well, I'm like I told this girl back home like I was gonna date you, so, or not date, but like I was gonna keep it together or like.
This
try
is
it
starting
while I
to
was
sound
in
like a
school, and,
podcast
literally,
discussion.
I was like, fuck, it's not gonna work, cause like. I thought I was like good.
There's a
I thought
bunch
this
of
was
shit about
college. I
zero
thought, like,
dudes.
that's how college works. You just get pussy like wherever you go. But that was not the case. Anyway, so
I would never want to meet a girl
I
in
told her.
college.
I said to her, I was like, next time I came home, I was like, hey, let's go get coffee. Like we need to talk. So I invited her to. Well, I say invited, but like we were
Pulls up
dating.
his
So I was like,
McLaren.
hey, let's meet
Yeah,
up.
babe,
Like,
let's go
she
get
was still
Starbucks.
in high school. Which people kind of like shit talk me for. Like I had friends who would shit talk me. Like my buddies who had also graduated would be like, aha, you're dating a high schooler. I'm like, yeah, but she's the same age as me, so like whatever. And they're like, alright, whatever. So I was like, yeah, let's go get coffee. So we go to like a coffee joint. We go to Caribou, if you guys know what that is, like Caribou coffee. And we like sit down and get coffee, and I'm like, hey, like, listen, like, I just don't know that I want to like keep this. And then like before I can even finish like one sentence, she starts fucking bawling.
Dude, yeah,
Like
it's
I
a
knew this was
bad
gonna
thing.
happen, like all this shit, and she's like literally like crying like crazy, like in the middle of, you know, like I'm not blaming her, okay, like I get it, like it's an emotional thing. But she's crying like crazy in the middle of this coffee shop,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, fuck. All right, I guess like, and I felt like a shithead.
Medic down.
It's a heartbreak, dude, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a shithead. You know, I don't know what to do.
Evo, come on, dude.
What's up?
There you go.
That's why
I don't want to be an
mind
asshole
together.
here, but I feel like we maybe need to skip just slightly ahead to this story. Like we don't need every single detail of
Yeah, we totally do
its
that.
individual thing.
All right, let me give the last.
How
I'm
how
gonna
did
limit
this
myself
end
a
up?
couple
How did
times.
this end up with this chick? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, dude. I'm when I get drunk, I get talky. I'm a talky drunk. All right.
I am as well.
TLDR. Okay. So she was mad, or she wasn't mad actually. She was just sad, which is almost more depressing. So she was sad. I went back to school, and then I was sad because I was
Oh man, that's a lot of
Oh
people.
my god, shaking my head. Shaking my head. You're one of those
like, so
people.
SMH. I was like, fuck now, and then suddenly, for some fucking reason, no girls are making out with you at parties anymore. You know, you're fucking alone at that point. So then I was like, fuck, I fucked up, you know, because she's really.
Yeah, you did.
Did you tell her that you did? Dude, if you told her that you did, it would make it a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
it'd make it a
what
lot
happened
funnier.
Was I like FaceTimed
Oh,
her.
yeah.
I didn't talk to her for like a month. And then I FaceTimed her. Like she's my
Thank
ex
you,
at
Scout.
this point. Like I tell people she's my ex. I'm like, you know, she's my ex. She's still in high school. Like this is my freshman year of college. I'm like, she's my ex. You know, whatever. And
Wait.
I FaceTime her, and she's like, yeah, I've really been thinking about you a lot, and I'm feeling the same way, dude. I don't fucking know what's going on. Like, I'm like, fuck, like, I fucked up because I thought that, like, I like, in my first couple months of college, basically, I got that experience of, like, oh, you can just get girls. And then I realized, like, oh, I just ran into, like, slew number 2. You know?
Yeah, that's happened to me with my girlfriend.
Dude,
Like,
it sounds like to me like these chicks that you know are literally stringing you along for their own entertainment. Like
So
you
the
may be
resolution of
being
this
hella
is-
cucked right now.
The resolution is I FaceTimed her, and I mean, for lack of a better term, we fucking sexted.
oh, makes sense.
Just
Oh,
because,
gee.
like, this is something that if you've had a relationship, you probably recognize. If you've had a relationship that's ended, you recognize that, like, the sexual tension is still there. So, that next summer when I came home from school and, like, worked at home, like, while I was still in, and she was, like, still at home, we literally just fucked, like, all the time. Like, I don't think that's basically, I think we had sex, like, a couple times, like, when I was still in high school, when she was still in high school, like, that was kind of a thing that was like, oh, like, the back of the car and all that shit. But, like, when I, like, came back from college the first time, we were, like, she was my ex at that point, technically. So we fucking went at it, like, crazy.
Moral of the story, go to college, break up with your girlfriend, then have sex with her.
But then eventually, like, we just stopped talking. Like, I think, like, I went back to school my sophomore year, and she was like,
All right,
then she was
I'm
getting
gonna
ready to
ask
go to
the
school.
ultimate question here. The ultimate question: this girl that you're talking about right now, do you still speak to her? Yes or no?
Yes, conditionally.
Oh Jesus!
I don't even know what
So,
that means exactly.
here's the crazy thing. Ready for the fucking plot twist at the end? Ready for the fucking M. Night Shyamalan? She lives
I hope
and
that it
has
plays
lived
out well
since I
in
was
the
a
M Night
kid
Shyamalan.
down the street from
Man,
me.
I'm just getting dunked on by him.
Literal girl next door. I'm not kidding. Like literal, like I could probably run to her house right now and be back before this game is over and just like tag up on the front door. Although she's not there, she's in school now. So I think she's like away at school. But so like she lives down the street from me, and like her parents are family friends with my parents. So like occasionally like her dad, this is gonna sound like I'm literally making this up. Her dad is really into Magic the Gathering. Like he used to play it when he was like in college. And I'm a fucking, you know, I'm here playing TF2, so you know I'm like a fucking nerd. And he like he would play Magic with us, like me and my boys. He'd play Magic, and then like I'd play Magic with her dad, and she'd play with us and all that stuff.
Are you talking about the game? Magic? Talking about the game?
Yeah, Magic the card game, Magic.
Like
yeah.
Magic,
Yeah,
Magic
I can't
the
play those.
Gathering.
Dude, I hate card
kind of
games,
thing.
honestly. Real life or video game card games.
I mean, the TLDR is like he would play Magic the Gathering with us. Her dad, who's like my ex-girlfriend, and like now he like shows up to the like Friday Night Magic events, and it's like my ex-girlfriend's dad. It's
Yo,
really
life is
weird.
pain. Add me after this and send me the link.
Yo, I have a story, real quick, if you guys don't mind listening to it.
Hit it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, me and this girl that are still dating to this day, last month, actually no, it's Valentine's
This is
Day.
fucking retarded.
listen, alright? Valentine's
I
Day,
love you,
right?
Scouts. Thank you.
Alright, so I get her this like chocolate thing, I get this note, and I wrote a bunch of stuff in, you know what I'm saying? I get her this like love pillow, it's like heart pillow, right? Yeah, you know what she gets me? I want you to take a guess real quick.
A cock ring.
Wait, what was the?
No.
Okay, wait. Give me. What was the situation again?
So Valentine's Day, I get her this card, this what is it? Lindor chocolate, this expensive chocolate, right? Lindor chocolate.
Yeah. How old are you?
Alright.
Or how old is she?
16. Well, she's 17. I'm 6. No. Yeah, she was born in 2001. I was born in 2002. We're in the same grade.
Holy fuck!
We're
Okay.
the same
Couple
grade.
of
it's
young
just-
guns
she was
in
born
here.
in September. I was born in May. I was a late baby.
Okay.
And you.
That sounds crazy to me because like I'm like, oh, it's 2000, but I was born in '98, so it's not like it's some fucking like wild.
Yeah.
But
she- I'll tell
she
you what
got
she got.
you. All right, I got it. I got it right here. You don't even have to say it because I already know. She
Alright, go
got
ahead.
you.
What?
She got you
Pretty
a
enough.
blanket.
No, she
from
got
JCPenney.
me dollar store candy, 4 bags, and a dollar store red bag. That's all she got me. That was it. No, it was a
Okay.
3. It was Kisses, gummy worms, and Starburst. That's what it was. That's all she got
I
me.
mean, at least it wasn't gonorrhea, am I right?
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
And dude, I was so upset on the way home. I was so disappointed. I'm like, could you not try any better? And then we had this long discussion, and like she just got a job, so we wouldn't be able to talk as much. And she was like upset and stressed out because we were about to break up after dating for like 4 months or something like that, which isn't a long time. I'm not saying it is, but like. And then because like everyone said like her family and her friends said that was a good boyfriend, and then she was like gonna break up with me because like we never got to talk and everything. But hey, we kind of like worked it out and everything's fine. But yeah. End story.
That was indeed a story.
At the end of the day, I mean, it all boils down to there's no right way or wrong way to handle a relationship. They're all gonna be fucked one way or another.
Wait,
People react to
Unless
that.
they are perfect.
Maybe I'm
Unless
just like
they're
so
perfect.
cynical because I'm currently single, but
And if they're perfect, then
It's hard to be like.
you've won the lottery. Basically.
how many fucking fucks are in our sewer?
I don't know. I'm about to clear them out. Demo them.
I will help. Where's the mini sentry?
Got him. All right, that's one.
YOLO! Oh. Oh, that's... There's a heavy in the thing. It's
Yo,
over.
I'm dead. I really tried.
Wow, that was so cool, and now I'm dead.
I'm about to hop off here. I got school tomorrow, and it's like 1 o'clock.
Nerd!
Yeah, I'm retard drunk. I should probably sleep.
Sorry, dude, I'm not a grown man. I wish I was, but sadly I'm not.
bruh.
If you guys want me to add you, I can.
Somebody pray for me. Somebody pray
Let's
for
add.
Kai.
Vote issue.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It says percentage
Spirit
mark
of
and
Halloween.
percentage mark vote issue. What is? What the fuck?
It's Eternoween! The Eternal Halloween!
Halloween. Nice. I'm gonna
I've
see you guys
always
later.
found it strange that when I'm very, very drunk, I always gravitate to this game above any others. And it's always
It's a
been that
good
way
drunk game.
since I've been like fucking 15 years old.
You know
I've
what? That's
always
so funny.
gravitated towards
I was
this.
playing like a bunch of games today, and I rolled back to TF2. I was playing when I first like was hanging out with my buddy. We were playing League, and then I played Civ 5. I was playing like all these old games.
I think
I played Civ,
I think
and
this
then I
game
played-
has it brings it tries to bring people back to when they were younger. Bottom line,
The
it
one
doesn't
thing
always
is I've been playing a
succeed,
bunch of
but-
RuneScape. I've been playing a bunch of old school RuneScape.
why would you do that?
And that shit is like,
I feel
they
that.
added it to they made a mobile version of it, and that shit has been like eating me up. Like while I'm at work, I just play like RuneScape. I'm just there fucking, like I'm there trying to like, fucking do my job, and I'm just smithing jade amulets all day.
That might be the nerdiest thing I've ever heard anyone say.
Yeah, no, I told my buddies this weekend, I was like, hey, does anyone want to come over to my place and watch like the basketball game so I don't have to just sit alone and just like, you know, fucking just enchant Jade Amulet or like Smith Cannonball?
You invited people over so that you could sit on your phone and enchant.
No, I said to like my group chat, I was like, hey, can you come over so I don't, like, you know, as a joke, I was like, hey, like, anyone want to hang out this weekend? Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and enchant fucking Jade Amulets all weekend.
And your fam was like, nah, man.
And they were like, and one person texted me and was like, hey, and then we hung out yesterday.
Dope.
Goodness
good. We hung
gracious.
out.
Great balls of fire.
I'm kind of almost at a loss of words for something like that. I mean, if I was a third party and I had a friend say something like that to me, you better fucking believe that I would make sure that they were put on roast for at least a month.
Oh yeah.
What they're roasting for saying, like,
and
like
it's
that.
not like I'm not a nerdy person. I'm a fucking nerd. I mean, I've played like D&D and shit. I like pretty much any nerdy shit you can think of. I've done it at least once.
Oh yeah.
but you're closeted.
But to say something like that to the group chat is, unless they're like a whole
My
group chat of
is
pure nerds.
Alright, let me read from the group chat. I'm not even kidding. This is from, okay, let me check. This is from
It's actually
6:26
kind
PM
of crazy
today.
to me, I have to say.
6:26 p.m. today. I'm weeb trash, but this show is me at the Nino. Anyone else seen Kakaguri? And then someone said, "Be gone, foul beast." They
Oh my
said,
god.
You know what's worse than complications from vaccines? Complications from not getting vaccines.
Rip.
I mean, you can choose an anime to be weeb and shit and nerd as fuck over, but if you choose Kakagure as like that anime, then God have mercy on your soul.
No, we talk about
There is
anime
no
all the
God.
time, and Kakaguri is what I've been watching lately, but it's not the best. But I do like the animation.
Ah.
Like, I mean, you could
Fucking
pick
terrorist.
Shield Hero, you could pick like Hunter x Hunter, you could pick fucking My Hero Academia. There are so many animes that are just better, bottom line, than that.
Yeah, no, I agree. The reason I like Kakaguri is because of the actual animation, like the actual drawing.
It's,
Like, I'm
it's
not
people
even mad
getting
about getting
excited and
terrorists, if that was
spitting on
funny
each
as hell.
other.
Yo, you've never seen someone lick a knife?
Goblin Slayer was okay, but it
Goblin
started
Slayer's really
strong,
good.
it
You're
ended
fucking lying.
bad. No, it started strong, it ended very bad. They tried to make it seem like it was gonna be brutal as fuck, kind of like OG Attack on Titan, but then it all turned into
you're
like
actually
fucking.
like, okay, like, what do you want? Some fucking gore anime?
No,
Sure.
I watch any anime, pretty much. I mean, I have a pretty open, what would you say, portfolio.
Alright, here's my
When it
palette.
comes to,
Palette
like,
is the word you're
overall
looking for.
anime.
Palette.
Sure.
Okay.
My palette of anime.
I'm a fucking garbage human with a fucking vocabulary. Alright. The reason I like Kakaguri is because of the jazz ensemble, the jazz tracks. It reminds me of Cowboy Bebop.
I mean, if you're looking to watch an anime for the soundtrack alone, you could watch Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, or like the fucking drill one that I can't remember the name of.
Gurren Lagann.
I haven't seen Samurai Champloo.
Gurren
but I'm
Lagann,
really
yeah,
good.
Gurren Lagann.
I have seen Gurren Lagann. I also saw
I
Kill
did
la
not
Kill,
like
which is
it.
the same guy who did Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann was pretty legit for like the first half, and then after that it kind of turned to shit. Anime tends, if it doesn't hold fast to its like original, like ideal, it tends to just break down and turn into trash. It just doesn't end well.
To be fair, Kakaguri did that. Like, it actually became shit. After, like, the 6th or 7th episode, like, they kept, like, it's literally a gambling anime. So, like, every time they, like, up the stakes, I think episode 5 or 6.
Wait, hang on.
They're, like gambling with
Kakiguri,
their lives.
is that the anime where like all the fucking female players have orgasms when they fucking place their cards or whatever? Isn't that one like the ultimate weeb trash?
It's so
Yeah.
terrible. It's honestly, it's the worst anime I've seen in probably like 15 years.
Dude, it's good. No, what
JoJo has its
No, you
moments.
shut the fuck up.
JoJo has its moments.
Listen, whenever you fucking start talking about JoJo, someone with the fucking Platinum Star cosmetic is gonna come in here and just start fucking punching people and just fucking start making constant JoJo references.
Stardust Crusaders was fucking awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. But
JoJo
like the new JoJo is pretty fucking gay, I have to say.
Use the Kritzkrieg! Pull the lever, Kronk!
I will always maintain that the best overall anime that I've ever seen in terms of quality over time is probably Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of anime that have like the condensed, like like every episode is good. The main problem I have with I would say most anime that I don't like, the main problem I have is that there's like filler. There's so much filler.
Hunter x Hunter does not have filler.
Exactly. Like Hunter x Hunter is a good example. I would say like Cowboy Bebop doesn't have filler. I would say like My Hero has been pretty good about not having filler.
Are we trying to avoid like mainstream animes?
God only knows what the fuck's happening at this point.
Well, I mean, it's a fucking casual server, so weird shit.
What up, fellow gamers? Can I jump in on this combo?
It's your boy Skinny Penis.
I mean, if I had to pick an anime that is like probably the best without filler, I'd say probably when I dated my ex-girlfriend in high school. Have you guys heard this story before?
Shut the fuck up!
It's a meme, dog. It's a meme.
It is
I'm
becoming
very
a meme quickly,
happy
yes.
that it is a meme. If that wasn't a troll statement, I would probably hang myself on the fucking spot.
It's a troll, dog. It's a troll.
Can we? All right, time's up. Let's do this.
Leroy
I was thinking the same thing. Thumbs up. Let's go.
At least I have chicken.
Alright, I just wanted to butt in really quick to say that if you want to watch a good anime with or without filler, go for Slayers.
Our intelligence has returned to our base.
Oh, it's on!
I'm not gonna lie. This match is just this is great.
I've got to say, I don't think I have many more brain cells to sacrifice, even though I have half of a 2-6 left. I feel like if I were to slam the 2-6, or if I were to hold down this V button and talk... No, let me finish. Let me finish. If I were to hold down the V button and talk about retarded garbage, I feel like drinking the 2-6 all in one go will probably hurt my brain less than holding down the V button and talking about trash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink all of this liquor and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Wait.
And I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for you and for me. And I feel like that's the best thing that I can do for everybody. And I hope that all of you have an excellent night. And I hope that all of you...
I want to hear you drink it, dog. And fucking afterwards.
What? What do you mean you want to hear me drink it? You want to hear me go glug glug glug?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, who just grapefruited their man? Admit it.
God, I'm so fucking bad at this class. Holy shit.
Well, I guess if
Oh, I did not
that's what
deserve
you
that.
want, let us attempt it.
Hey, have a good night, buddy. I don't know if he's still here. Did he leave? Or is he chugging?
Alert.
He's chugging. I love him.
The enemy has
He's
dropped.
chugging. Absolute legend.
The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
Alright, if you want to hear me drink, I don't really know a good way to do this. I mean, I guess I'll
No,
put
the main
the
thing is
microphone.
afterwards. The main thing is I want to hear you, like, you know, afterwards just get a... I don't know, I just want proof. It's the fucking internet, dog. You could be lying, I don't know.
You do realize that alcohol takes an average of 30 minutes for it to actually enter your bloodstream and affect your mental cognition,
Stream
right?
blood.
The enemy has
Alright, I'm sorry, Doc. Yo, if you're so fucking
But
knowledgeable,
anyway.
why aren't you playing Medic?
Because medic is gay. I don't want to play
Alright,
medic.
fair enough.
But okay, here you go. This is for you. I will hold the V button down and drink my drink. 3, 2, 1.
Kappa.
alert. The enemy has dropped our intelligence. Alert.
I have no idea if you could hear that or not.
Yep.
I put it as close as I could to my mouth,
It did sound
and
like
that's
you
the
were
best I
kind
could do.
of... It sounded like you were kind of drowning a bit.
I don't have a $1,000 mouse or microphone, not a mouse.
Are you sure you're not drunk already?
Oh, I'm already very drunk.
We already
That's for
established
sure.
that he was already drunk. That's what kind of this server's deal is kind of the drink opening.
Ooh.
But
that
it's
was
very
totally
hard for me to say, like, to show you that I'm becoming more drunk, I guess.
What is with this engineer trying to fucking shotgun sniper?
I don't know.
Like, that's all
I hope that
he
he
has a
continues to
Widowmaker.
try.
Our intelligence has returned to our base.
My reaction time has completely left me. I can't even
Just
shoot
play
this
fucking
guy.
Pyro.
No,
Like, if you-
I only play sniper.
Okay. I respect that.
When you
I'm a
get
classic
body
sniper.
shot by a fucking classic sniper,
I mean, you can't
that's
even
when
be
you
mad
know
about
that
that.
life is just pain.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't even realize.
Oh, I got body shot by the classic sniper. Damn it.
Hey, what do you guys think is the biggest animal that you could fight?
The biggest animal that you could fight. I mean,
Like,
you could
I'm not
probably fight
talking
a
about,
blue
like,
whale.
You win in the fight like a fucking, like, you beat its ass. I'm talking about, like, you survive
Honestly,
an attack.
probably.
Listen, you could fight a blue whale. It's called ramming it with
Probably
a
a
fucking
coyote.
ocean liner.
Realistically, if you would say a wolf you could beat the shit out of, I'd call you a fucking liar.
Alright, it's
So I
you
would say probably
and
a
the
coyote.
animal. It's you and the animal in the spawn room of this game. So, like, you know, there's nothing in
Is the
there.
animal fucking drunk?
Oh, well, I'm fucking drunk.
Oh!
My mother is she's a nice lady.
You, who the fuck was that? Who ran in front of me right as I got shot?
So
You motherfucker.
You are in an empty room, locked doors, You and an animal. What's this? Who can up the ante the most? Like,
Hamster.
what's the scariest animal you could fight? I think, and I had a serious fight with a friend about this. I think I could take a horse.
No, you could not take a fucking horse,
absolutely
dude.
not.
Dude, if you've ever
don't think
handled a
it's you and a
horse,
horse
you
in a
have
room?
no idea how powerful they are.
I'm not saying that someone couldn't beat a horse in a fist fight. I'm saying you couldn't.
All right, thanks
Dude,
for making it personal.
The
You're
horses
totally
are
right.
strong, like crazy strong.
listen,
My family is
listen,
farmers and shit like that, and honestly, like, all it takes is for you to get one hoof anywhere on your body, and you're done.
But like,
You don't
imagine-
realize
okay,
how much
the
power
horse
they
is
have.
not when you're in the room.
No.
A horse will fuck a human up 9 times out of 10. If the horse
So, like, you
wants to
just go
fight,
for the
the
eye.
horse will kill you.
Just go for
You
the
won't.
eyes.
I
no,
absolutely
dude,
did not
dude,
hit with that.
That's not.
Alert.
A horse,
Does
if
anyone
it
else think
rears
they can
up,
take a horse 1v1?
no one. I can tell you 100%. No one in this lobby. If you're talking about, let's say that both parties are completely sober, both parties are unarmed. You're like you're a
that's
human
bullshit.
going against a horse. The horse will kill you every single time.
Unarmed?
Unarmed, yes. You have no chance against 90% of animals on this planet.
What do you think is like the next biggest thing you could? What do you think you could like survive an attack from?
Dude,
In a
humans are
room,
weak
like
as
no weapons,
fuck.
nothing.
The only reason why
dude.
humans
Like,
are
let's say,
able
like, a
to
police
survive
dog.
is because of our mental fortitude. That's it. If you were to get
Well, not even
placed at
mental
dude,
fortitude, but just like mental, being able to recognize like. They say like if you get attacked by a police dog, you can give up an arm.
you'll die.
then, like,
Dude, if a German Shepherd wants to kill you, you will die.
No.
Flat out.
They say you can give up an arm, and then like it'll bite your arm, and then you just go for the eyes or the face or whatever.
I don't think you've ever been close to an aggressive dog before, where it
Maybe
like
you're right.
wants
I don't
to
know. It's
kill
not
you.
100-0.
What is
I'm
this
not trying to sound like it's
conversation?
100-0. I'm just saying like maybe like 50-50 on a German Shepherd.
No. If a German Shepherd
listen.
wants to kill you, it will kill you flat out.
Alright, fucking fine. I went with the horse, I went with the German Shepherd. What do you guys got next? A fucking iguana?
Fucking blue whale, asshole.
I would say in
Well,
the
like, I'm not
absolute
gonna take
most
fucking sea animals unless you're in the
like
sea.
middle ground
You didn't
way.
specify that, jackass. You said biggest
Wow,
animal.
nice loophole, fucking Isaac Newton,
Dude,
I don't
for
think
real,
you know,
for
like,
real.
take a shark and
I'm
put it in
playing
a fucking room
sniper.
with no
I'm an
water, you're
asshole.
gonna win. Wow, Wade, fucking go, dude.
No, the biggest animal that a
specify you
single
can't
human
cheat.
can fight is gonna be a coyote. I don't think there's another animal
I'll
that's
agree
gonna
with
be bigger than that. A single
don't
coyote
think
is
you
gonna
can-
be
you
more
don't-
scared
you
of you than
literally
you are
don't
of them,
think that if
and
it's
you
you
might
and a
be able to
wolf-
fight it. Dude, a wolf
You
will
don't
kill
think
you.
you can survive? There are people who have
A
survived
wolf
bear
will kill
attacks,
you.
dog.
Because
Just
the
because
bear
people
thinks that
have
they're
doesn't mean
dead. If you're looking at it in like a fight, like a 1v1, like both of you are trying to kill
here's
each
the-
other,
here's
a
one of the
bear
main
will
things that I
wreck you.
consider.
A
It's like-
wolf will wreck you. A Doberman
One of the
will
main
wreck
things
you. A
is
German
like, are
Shepherd
they
will wreck
instantly
you.
mad? Like, is the bear already attacking you when you're in the room? Or
I
is it
mean,
like a
you could
sneak?
say like, yo, dude, I'm gonna get the
that's
drop
bad.
on this handicapped person who has a gun, and if I clock him over the back of the head with a wrench, they're not gonna fight back.
It's not a dog to a
That's not an
handicap.
argument. Someone fucking kill
This
this.
is where you're coming from here. I'm saying if both of you are dropped into a fucking, let's say, 10 by 10 chamber, and both of you are super pissed and ready to kill each other, most
God
times
damn
an
it.
animal will beat a human. Humans don't have
why
anything
is
in their
everyone a
genetic
fucking
kit
sniper?
that would let them win
It's
a
you
fight.
and a house cat. It's you and a fucking orange
You
tabby
can
cat.
kill a
I'd
house
lose
cat.
to a house cat.
You will kill a house cat. I believe that. If you
Okay,
lose to a house
let's
cat,
upgrade.
something
Let's
is wrong.
upgrade. How about a beagle?
I
You
would.
can probably kill a beagle. You can probably kill a beagle. Any dog that is bred to be small and weak, you can
Okay, how
probably
about
kill.
a raccoon?
Does the raccoon have
You can
rabies?
probably kill a raccoon. Well,
No, the raccoon does not have any infectious disease. It's just a raccoon.
No, well,
then
I mean,
you
raccoon.
can beat a raccoon.
You think you can beat a raccoon?
Yes,
I mean, the rabies
100%.
doesn't have to do with it being infectious. It has to do with, like, it makes them go fucking psychotic.
Rabies is not an
To be fair,
instantaneous
raccoons are just
infectious
psycho
disease, though.
Kind of being
It takes
raccoons.
around 24 hours for rabies to actually affect you in any way mentally.
So you can
It's not
win the
something where
fight
you
but
get
lose
bit
the long-term
and-
battle.
Yes, basically.
It's like having sex with Magic Johnson. You get to have sex with Magic Johnson.
Okay, I mean, if you're into having sex with Magic Johnson, that's on you, buddy.
Anybody in this lobby who wants to have sex with Magic Johnson is already cursed and they've given up on life.
What the fuck? Fucking this lizard dude just driving me up the fucking wall with that
Alright,
classic.
let's go bigger. Okay, what about a Komodo dragon?
No, a human will lose against a Komodo dragon, flat out.
Why? What does the Komodo dragon have as like a win condition?
Dude, do you realize that most
realize the
animals
Komodo
are
dragon
literally
is, like, fucking
100%
strong.
muscle? Right? Like most
What's the
animals
win
are
condition? What's he
100%
gonna do,
muscle.
fucking choke you out?
Dude, have you not seen Steve Irwin fucking fight
Also,
a Komodo
Komodo dragons
dragon?
are fucking venomous.
They are
They're not
venomous.
venomous?
Yes.
Are they actually venomous?
They are, yes.
Are they really
And they're
venomous? Are they
strong
in that
as
case, then
Yeah, they are
I-
actually venomous.
What is the?
They
are
aren't
they-
bacterially infectious like most people
Yes.
think, but they are venomous.
Is it deadly venom or is it small prey?
Yes.
'Cause I thought they hunt small
Yes.
prey like mole rats and shit, right? So let's go back to the original question.
It's a
What is the
cardio-infectious
biggest
venom.
animal? What is the biggest animal you think you could fight? 10 by 10 arena.
A fucking coyote,
No.
dude. That's straight out a
Drywall.
coyote. That's it. Anything bigger than that will kill you. If you are a naked human trying to fight an animal,
What's the
most
difference
times an
between a
animal
coyote
will
and a
win.
Great Dane, though?
Oof.
Size.
How big is a coyote? I don't even know. I know like a Wolverine.
They're
is-
Coyotes are
not
kind of
super
like a
big.
mid-sized dog.
Yeah. But they are wild, so they have that kind of, predator instinct in them. But even with that, you can trump them based on your size over their size.
Basically,
If you
you're
take-
huge. You take your huge gina.
If you're looking at size versus size, looking at I always think of a fucking German Shepherd as like the next step.
Oh, I'm
up,
retarded.
but I know that there are middle grounds between like a coyote and a German Shepherd. But even with that, they will fuck you
What
up.
is the middle ground? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like thinking, is it like a lynx? What is a mountain lion maybe? I don't fucking know.
Dude, as soon as you consider the cat family in it, the cat family is like fucking 10 times more deadly than the dogs. Flat
Well,
out.
that's why I said house cat, and y'all were like, yeah, I beat the shit out of fucking, I'll beat
Yes,
the shit
a
out of
house
Garfield.
cat, you can beat the shit out of a house cat because of its size.
All
a
you have to
lynx
do is offer
will
it
fucking
lasagna.
kill you.
Oh, no,
A
no, no.
lynx will
You
fucking
can
kill
probably beat
you.
a lynx, but like just barely.
No, dude, a lynx will fuck you up. Like, big time.
Ocelot. Ocelot.
Ocelot,
If
maybe.
the
Ocelots are like really kind of lanky. They're not like big, strong.
I would say the
humongous.
ocelot is the absolute fucking top. If you're gonna beat a cat that's not a house cat, it's gonna be an ocelot. Anything bigger than that will
Dude,
kill you
you just
instantly.
protect your neck. Like, you
Wow.
have a bigger brain. I think you're underestimating, like, your own mental ability.
Wait, is everyone...
Dude, do you realize
No,
how
what
much
are we
damage they
doing?
can cause with a single slash from either
Yeah,
the
but they're
front paws or the
slashing,
back
like, your
paws?
arm. That's the thing I've said, like, over and over. Like, all you have to
You
do...
can
okay,
die
you have
from a
to-
slash
you
to your
have, like,
arm.
You could die
They're
from
a fucking cat,
tripping
so,
on the
like, all they're gonna
sidewalk.
do is attack the thing that's in front of them. So, like, if you just give them an arm or something, you can just
Every
fucking...
single time that you see a wild animal, do you know where they're going to attack first? Your face or your neck?
You protect
They're
your
not
face
stupid,
and
they
neck,
are
and then you
predators.
just fucking like hit an eye or a fucking an eye or a fucking anything, dude.
Do you feel like with getting attacked,
You
let's
fear
say
death.
a fucking something slashes you in the face, cuts your fucking nose off. Do you feel you're gonna have the mental fortitude to be like, oh, that was just a slash to my face? I can still fight
Well,
this.
like,
You are going to panic.
No, yeah, you're
You're
absolutely
going to
right.
freak the fuck out, and it's gonna kill you.
You're absolutely right.
Okay, to be fair, like, it's not gonna have.
Animals have
mental
predatory
fortitude the same.
instincts because
Like,
they
all of a sudden,
realize
like,
that
what,
they have these
predatory
tools to
instincts
kill
and
you.
I don't? I have predatory instincts.
Not just
I'm
you.
A fucking scary
No.
motherfucker.
Humans don't. Humans do not.
I play spy.
Oh dear.
TF2 in a nutshell. Yeah, you're a sexual
if I-
predator
okay,
if you
okay.
play spy.
Alright, listen. What if I'm 1v1 with a tiger in a room, but I have a dead ringer?
You'll die. You'll die.
Yeah, but the dead ringer isn't real, you fucking prick!
I have a dead ringer!
I fought a tiger and I lost.
The tombstone says he tried to kill it with his dead ringer.
He tried his best.
I mean, since they nerfed the dead ringer,
He died as he
That's
lived,
it,
fighting
right there.
a fucking tiger.
Literally, there is like a middle ground kind of where animals that humans have fucked with, in terms of like genetic splicing and shit like that, you can kill them, yes. Like a chihuahua, you can fuck a chihuahua up, no problem.
you can fucking
Every single
Don't say
dog
fuck.
that hasn't been like
just glazing
ruined
over
by
that
humans
comment.
I
will
know
kill
what
you.
you meant, but don't say fuck a chihuahua.
I said a
That
fucking
was a-
chihuahua.
yeah, that
but
was
I
an
can
interesting right
understand.
turn.
I can understand.
Just a reminder
Even a
to the whole
fucking-
lobby
even a
that you
black
can
bear.
fuck a chihuahua.
Even a black bear. Black bears are terrified of humans and of danger. But if you feel like you can fight a black bear,
I
you're wrong.
was about to say I met a black bear. I've seen a black bear in real life. I
met a
I went
black
to northern
bear?
Minnesota,
Yes.
and across the river, like across the, like it's all like lakes up there. It's like Finger Lakes where like you can see.
Dude, if the enemy
I
team
saw
could
a
hear
black bear,
our
and
stupid
they're literally like
conversation.
they say they're like really scared. Like if you throw rocks at them, they run away. That's like what you're supposed to do
Oh,
if they
how'd that
try and like
miss?
steal your shit.
Black bears are
supposed to be, like,
not
the size of-
formally
if black bears
aggressive
stand on their
unless
hind
they're
legs, they're, like, the
protecting
size
their
of people.
cubs.
Like if a black bear stands up on their hind legs, they're supposed to be like 6 feet, I think.
It
This
really
fucking
depends. I mean,
skunk, though.
black bears are probably one of the smallest bears in the genus.
Well, yeah, I say that because like 6 feet is pretty small for a bear.
But I mean, it still all boils down to the original statement, just saying like, any animal, a wild animal bigger than a coyote will probably fuck a human 1v1.
Would probably fuck a human.
Coyote standard,
What is
because,
it
like,
with
we've
you and
gone from
fucking
coyote-
animals,
like,
dude?
what's one step above a coyote
Okay,
is my
fuck
question.
a human up. Does that make it better for you?
My question is what's
You
one
know
step
what I
above a
mean?
coyote? What's,
I
like, the
don't
next
mean it in
biggest
any
animal?
sexual way.
'Cause
The
we went
next
from
biggest
coyote
other than
to
a
wolf,
coyote?
And I feel like wolf is like a lot bigger than a coyote.
Yes, a wolf is a lot bigger than a coyote.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
the-
we went from
the
tiger to
issue
wolf, there's
is,
gotta be
like,
something in
the-
between that you could kill, right?
The enemy has
If I were to go in terms of just size with predatory animals, I would say the next step from a coyote would probably be a lynx. And a lynx will
Lynx is
fuck
pretty
you
big,
up.
but it's a cat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's an entirely different species. Anything in the
Go
cat
after,
family
like, a
is
fucking,
literally geared to
like a
fuck shit
beaver
up.
or some shit.
A beaver is much smaller than a coyote.
There's nothing
A
bigger than a
full-size coyote is... Anything bigger than a coyote is gonna be an actual fucking... like a real predator. It's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe you fucking answered this question. I always ask this question when I'm trying to make conversation. It's my favorite question to ask people is, what's the biggest animal you think you could fight? And I always tell people I think I could fight a horse and everyone goes, "You're fucking retarded."
Dude, it's just based on the force that a horse can kick with. It can kill
But,
you
like,
flat out.
stay
If it
away
gets you
from
in the
its
chest
legs.
or the head, you're dead. Flat
I mean,
out
if
dead.
you try to
Not gonna
fuck a
kick you with
horse.
its fucking front leg. There's no front leg horse kicking.
Even a deer, man. Even a deer. If a deer is looking to fuck you up, they can either stomp you with their front legs or
I
kick
could
you in
fuck
the
a
head
deer
with their
up
hooves.
so badly, dude. You're fucking kidding me, dude. Are you shitting me? I would ruin a deer's day so fast.
Why would you think that?
I
I don't think you understand how fragile a human body is.
It is pretty
You can
fragile.
literally fall
You
off
understand
a
how
fucking
fragile a
half
deer
foot
is?
sidewalk and die. You can fall off
No,
a
you
half
actually
foot
think I
sidewalk and
can't fight a
die.
deer.
No. If a deer wants to kill you,
Okay.
if a deer wants to
The
kill
thing
you,
is more simple because I'm human garbage. What about the Rock?
dude, you could slip out of your chair and die, literally.
The Rock. No. I'm human garbage. We all understand that I'm like, some human loser. who
No,
plays
anybody
cancer.
could.
The
Any
Rock
human
versus a
could.
fucking
It doesn't take
18-point
much.
buck.
If a deer has any kind of rack and it charges you, you will die if it wants to kill you. We're basically walking
Dude, you're
water
so
bags.
full of shit. You're not gonna die from one hit from a
What?
deer.
This is a retarded conversation.
It has horns. Horns can pierce you. If you get pierced as a human, you will
One
die.
hit?
That's
One
all it
hit.
takes. Yes.
You're saying
Dude,
a deer's gonna
a
fucking,
dagger,
like, Bruce
a
Lee you in the heart?
kitchen knife can kill you. Even in the gut, anywhere. If you get hit in the shoulder, you might live. If you get hit in the leg, you might live, unless it pierces one of your fucking arteries. The animal always has the advantage because it has tools to kill you. Humans don't have tools to kill other creatures.
Nightmare, that was
flat out
good.
don't.
Nigga, we got a knife.
Do you have that knife built into your body?
Yes.
No, I don't. I get what you're saying, but also, like, do you really think,
That's what
like,
I'm
if
saying.
you and a buck in the woods, you don't think you could survive an attack from a buck?
Dude, all it has to hit you is the wrong way once. That's it. That's all it takes.
Can't
Why is
survive
half
an
the team
attack from a
snipers?
buck. Sounds like a cuck.
Have you ever been hunting for anything? Anything at all? If you don't know the first thing about how dangerous animals are, you're obviously not a hunter.
That's not a class in this game.
It's certainly not. I mean, if we're being fair, a fucking house cat could technically kill you if it got
just
you in the
would be
wrong place.
very time-consuming.
If you're asleep and it would, yeah, like, it's not
Here's
something
what I'll
that's
say,
probably going to happen
I spent
ever.
some time up in northern Minnesota on the fucking lakes up there. I went to the Boundary Waters for like this last summer, and the fucking animals will ignore you mostly unless you fuck with them, which I get. Like, yeah, they'll
Domesticated
fuck with you.
animals, yes, they certainly will.
I
That's
didn't
a
say
big
domesticated.
fucking
I mean
difference.
I literally mean on the Boundary Waters. Like that's where I saw the fucking black bear, and that's where like I see
That's
moose shit.
because
There's a
they're
pile
used
of
to
moose shit
humans.
the size of like both of my fists and my head combined. Like I get
If
it,
an
but
animal
also
is
the main
used to
problem
humans,
is not
they're
the fucking animals. It's the
domesticated,
fucking
technically.
insects, dude. It's the fucking mosquitoes and shit. Like that's what really fucking gets to you.
I mean, technically, yes, a mosquito can kill you as easily as a fucking bear. It's not gonna be an instant death, but you might get malaria or fucking some other disgusting disease and you'll die over time, but I was looking at this as purely a physical thing. Like if you're looking at
No,
an
I'm not
animal
trying
in
to
terms
argue.
of physical strength,
No, you're right. I'm just trying to like make conversation in this chat. I'm not trying to. Like, I love asking theoretical questions in TF2 lobbies and then just seeing it explode.
It is funny.
It hits me more closer to home just because my family in Saskatchewan is all pretty much conservation officers. So I have to hear all sorts of shit like this all the time.
When I was up in northern Minnesota, I saw two, I guess Mounties is probably the wrong term. I saw two Canadian park officers who were like on the boundary water. I forget what is the, you might know, what's the name
You would
of
call
like,
them
the
as a
boundary
ranger.
waters? Yeah, they're rangers, but
Ranger
like the
or
boundary waters
conservation
area
officer?
has a different name on the Canadian side. I forget the name of it. But it's like
The
called,
whole
like,
term
it's like
for all
named
them
after, like, an
would
oil
be a
company or
Canadian
something.
ranger.
I don't know, but I met like two rangers, and they like pointed out to me. They're like, "Hey, that stone marker right there that you're looking at is like the U.S. versus Canada boundary. Like it's literally like the boundary of U.S. Canada."
Yeah,
I
that'd
was
be
like,
a
"Oh, shit, that's
ranger.
kinda cool." And I was like, I looked at them and I
Generally,
was like,
conservation officers only care if you're like trying to tag out a kill that's not yours, or if you don't have a fucking permit for it or something
yeah, no,
like that.
exactly. You're one step ahead of me, because exactly what I thought was gonna happen was they're gonna be like fucking body blocking me like linebackers, and I was like, is it cool if I like go to Canada for like 2 seconds? And they're like, yeah,
No.
hit it. And I was like, all right. So I walked over, took a picture with my buddies, like on like the border. And they
So-
like
so
smiled and they
generally-
said like, we're not supposed to let you do that. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, you'll have rangers, you'll have conservation officers, and then you have border patrol officers.
They weren't
They don't generally cross over from
They
their
may have been
duties.
conservation or rangers. I couldn't tell you, but we were on the. I mean, we're literally on the river that flows from the U.S. down into the like in that area. It's weird, but it actually flows down into Canada. So we were like, we were doing, we were just canoeing over there and.
Alert. The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
Mostly the BPs nowadays just deal with like fucking trafficking and shit like that. Like people that want to try to bring weed into Canada and stuff like that, or any other illicit substances. Conservation officers generally won't give you a bad time unless you are fucking close to a corpse or you're carrying a corpse of an animal. And then rangers generally are just there to make sure that the overall nature, like it still feels like the wilderness. They're making sure people aren't setting up camps where they shouldn't be, where they're not legally allowed to, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was really fun up there. Like it was fun and also hell at the same time. As like a city kid, like I'm totally a city kid, and I went up there and it was like very peaceful. It was super cool to like spend every day at one goal of just like getting to the drop-off point that we had. Like we just had an X amount of miles to go, which was like super cool and like super chill. But I don't know, it was kind of crazy.
It gets really fucked if you try to go to like northern Canada or anything like that. Like if you're trying to cross into Nunavut and shit like that, those guys up there are basically just there to make sure that you realize where you're going, because it's very, very easy to die if you're going into the fucking northern territories.
Yeah, I totally get that. Like that part of it. Well, like, yeah, that people don't really like. I think especially like. I don't know, maybe I'm just biased
hey, a
because
squirt
I'm
shot.
a northern. Like, as far as America goes, I live in the coldest 2 states. Like, so based on where the Great Lakes are, what happens is all the cold air from like the Pacific Ocean brushes up on the Great Lakes and like swirls around Wisconsin, Minnesota, and we get these fucking like negative 30 to the fucking nightmare, dude. We get like negative 30, and I feel like I'm like, I always like tell people like fucking Los Angeles people don't understand.
Yeah, right.
You're just getting temperature reduction based on humidity, that's all.
Well, actually, it's really dry.
Cold air that's
where?
very wet. No, if you're by the Great Lakes, it's not going to be dry. It might feel dry, but the reason why it's feeling dry is because you have so much humidity and it's freezing upon contact that it feels so much colder instantly.
Well, you know, it's the opposite because we're on the west side of the lake, so it's that it
Jet stream.
goes into the lakes, and we get the dry cold, which actually makes it kind of warmer. If I know what you're talking about, it's like when it's a wet cold, it makes it feel way colder, but we get like the dry cold where it doesn't even
I
feel that
deserve
cold,
that.
but it's like the temperature just looks really cold.
I mean,
I
I'm
remember
born
I
and
went to
raised in
my
fucking
cut-
Saskatchewan, dude, so I'm pretty familiar with how temperature variation works based
Well, I
on
told
either
you guys
humidity or
that
just dry
story
cold.
about New Orleans.
There's
That
a
was the
fucking
second time
sniper
I went to
on
New
the
Orleans.
bridge.
The first time I went to New Orleans was for my uncle's wedding, and I was, I think, 19, and I went to my uncle's wedding, and it was like, it was on his like wedding day. It was like gonna
Damn
be, I think like 35 degrees or something, like 30, like upper 30s. And I was like, upper 30s, that's like really nice out. Like, fuck, like I'll just like wear a t-shirt. And we were in New Orleans, which is like on the Gulf, you know what I mean? It was in the middle of winter, and it was like the coldest day they had all year. I went down there and I was like, fucking Christ, I'm freezing. It's like,
Well, yeah,
that,
it's
or-
fucking cold, dude.
like when you're in like a humid area like that where it's like literally on the ocean, it's like, fuck, it's like literally 30 degrees colder. Like where I've been outside in Minnesota, colder, and
Oh god, that's bad.
I mean, I don't think you've really experienced cold until you've hit negative fucking 55 with a wind chill Celsius. Like fucking northern Alberta or northern Saskatchewan.
yeah, no,
Once you feel that, you can really appreciate cold.
yeah.
Intelligence has
Everyone
I
always
hate
has
this
like
lag.
the coldest thing they've ever experienced, and that's like when you're like cold.
the enemy has
Like I'm not gonna say that I've ever. I don't. Negative 55 is crazy. Like that's like fucking tundra. Like Civ 5, you can't build anything.
Sandra, dude. That was great.
But I used to ski. I used to do downhill. Like I did downhill alpine in high school, and like we had one of those days where it was like I think maybe like negative 10 or something like that. Like you know enough to be like fuck this. And we did a race in that. And it's like fucking skiing down a hill in a fucking GS suit, which is like basically a skin tight suit like you see on the Olympics. Except I'm like, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm high schooler. It's like I know enough to like ski, but like the fact that I'm like wearing one of those suits, it's fucking freezing. I'm like, fuck, dude, fuck this. And then you really after your run is over, you just immediately go to the like the fucking fire. And you're like, fuck, dude.
Negative 10 is shit that people fucking put away their winter coats for out here.
Yeah, dude. Also, yeah.
I mean, I don't know Fahrenheit. I honestly have never taken the time to learn it.
Oh,
I don't know if
negative
10
zero.
Fahrenheit is equal to what for
That's
Celsius
very
or...
different.
I really hate fucking.
Negative 10 Fahrenheit is, let me see, 5 over 9, right? 9 over 5. 90 divided by 5, 45 minus 32. No, it's 5. Negative 10, 50 divided by 9.
I can see the fucking, like, big think fucking. Like, they're just numbers and fucking shit just floating off your head right now.
I'll be honest, I'm running out of alcohol, so I've got 5 or 10 minutes left in me.
We have taken intelligence. Alert. The
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, let me just break completely away from the subject. If you guys could choose one single movie where you feel it is your favorite and it's the best movie you've ever seen, what movie would that be?
So, I'm gonna tell you my gut first. Can I tell you my gut instinct first, but I don't think it's maybe the right answer?
No, I want you to tell me your one favorite, just one. It's one choice, that's it.
My gut punch right to the fucking stereotype is Pulp Fiction, which I understand is super stereotypical, but it's really, I really love Pulp Fiction. For
Is that your
every
ass
scene in
stereotype?
Pulp Fiction, every scene,
It's
every
not really
cutaway, I get
stereotypical.
excited.
Tarantino is a very good director and he does good work. I
Well,
wouldn't
I guess
consider it to be
here's how I would put it. When
stereotypical
people
for
ask me
you
why
to
I like
choose
Pulp Fiction, this
his...
is what I say. Like, you ever watch a movie with your friend, and whenever you see a scene that comes up that you're like, oh, this scene is really good, and you really don't want to tell them that because you don't want to ruin it, but you like know that it's gonna be a good scene. That's every scene in Pulp Fiction. Every time it cuts away to another scene, you're like, oh fuck, this is a really good scene.
has returned to our base.
That's my reasoning.
Yes, it is a consistently good movie, but I want to see what other people had to say regarding this question.
I'm not gonna
Does
lie.
anyone
I would
else?
I'll throw in. I would probably say The Matrix, the first one.
I can respect that.
Favorite movie of all
What would
time.
you say is your favorite movie of all time? Like, you know, regarding production, regarding story, anything about that. What is your absolute favorite? No. Your number one.
Single
That's
favorite.
the clincher here. Your single one. Just one.
All right, let me throw.
Well, that's
some
what
shit.
you have to choose. You have to, you know, break it down, man. You gotta
Well,
tell me.
that's the problem. Is
What's
it's
your
like
number one?
asking it's like asking what's your favorite game versus asking what's your favorite role-playing game. Like it's like there's so many different genres of movies.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
It forces you to make those choices. You have
But
to
like
decide.
I could tell you like my favorite horror movie or my favorite like comedy. But if I sit here
I'm
and
not
tell you that
interested
like
in
my
that.
favorite
I'm interested
movie
in-
is like the Big Lebowski, everyone's gonna be like, you fucking retard.
This
You are a fucking retard. You're playing TF2.
goodness gracious, it's literally making you make the decision to just decide which of all of the genres of all of the different types of movies is your overall favorite. That's it.
Alright,
There doesn't need to be any
great.
more reading into it. Yes.
Just great. You're gonna head off soon.
That is me. Yes.
You're asking one movie. I'm gonna give you,
Just
for
one.
your sake, I'm gonna give you two options. You get to pick one.
What?
What?
No.
That's not how it fucking works.
I'm telling him. I'm giving you. Everyone gets to pick one.
What in God's name?
What? This is retarded. I vote to kick.
All right. So what's your
Bro.
one then?
My one?
No, the guy who's over here telling me he's gonna vote to kick.
The Matrix. I said that already. I said that like 10 minutes ago.
I didn't even get to ask him why because you keep dropping all this crazy nonsense.
How do you feel about John Wick?
I feel that it's a very good movie cinematically and based on its action and story, but I wouldn't consider it anywhere near my top one. It's basically, it's the same kind of feel as you get from like a Michael Bay movie where it has really good enjoyment features, like, you know, you go and watch it, it feels good to see, but after that,
favorite movie.
but I wouldn't consider John Wick and The Matrix to be close in any
But I
way,
asked
shape, or
him.
form.
What the? Where am I?
All right. Listen.
Enemy has dropped our intelligence.
Two movies. Grand Budapest Hotel
No.
No.
and Ocean's 11.
Also, no.
Oh my Christ.
Can we kick him? Can we vote to kick him now? Like, damn.
No, I don't want to vote to kick him. He said something. I know, but that's. Oh, just hearing that, it kind of hurts me. It's like if someone put a knife into my
Shape of
foot.
Water and fucking Big Black MILFs 12.
Do I sound like some kind of artsy fartsy
Yes.
cuss to you?
Yes, you absolutely do. You just fucking criticized me. You just gave me like a
For
2-minute
saying
lecture.
Ocean's 11.
Our intelligence has
It's
returned.
extremely good movie. Okay. Here's my problem with
Oh my.
Oceans. Everyone has the same problem. They're like, oh, because it's a fucking like. Everyone says like, oh, because it's a very like action-filled like blockbuster movie, it has to be bad. Like, no one can say that Tokyo Drift is a good movie. I get it. It's a bad movie,
Agreed.
but like you're
I would rate
entertained.
Tokyo Drift higher than Ocean's 11, to be honest.
I would agree. I would absolutely agree.
The enemy has taken our intelligence.
100%.
The enemy has locked our intelligence.
At least that movie has some form of progression. Whereas Ocean's
When you
11 is just
watch
like, hey,
Ocean's 11, dog, that movie is so
look
good.
at me. Oh, let's have an already fucking jacked out squad of people who know exactly what to do, and we're gonna raid a vault where we know exactly
that
what to
little
do
Asian
right
guy,
from the
he
start.
fits in the box perfectly.
What?
Jesus Christ. If that's your argument,
Jesus
I'm ready
Christ,
to
it's
dive off
Jason
my
Bourne.
roof.
That makes it a good movie, confirmed.
Yo, what other movies have you seen where they fit fucking Asian people into boxes?
Your mother.
Yo, The Shape
Probably-
of Water,
probably.
spoiler
I
alert,
don't
it's
know.
whatever you put it in.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I ask an easier question?
I'm serious, The Shape of Water should have just been about that Asian guy from Ocean's 11.
Shut up.
They just pour a glass of water into that fucking chip cart. And he makes his way down to the box.
Taken our intelligence.
I feel like it's kind of almost biased to say a Tarantino movie to be my favorite, but
Oh yeah.
Inglourious Bastards is what you're gonna say.
that's what I was going to say.
I know what you're gonna say because I thought
Inglourious
it's like
Bastards.
it's the. I mean, to be fair, like if you're gonna pick a Tarantino, you have to pick that if you're not gonna pick Pulp Fiction.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you feel that?
Well, like, okay, the reason why is not because of that particular movie, it's because process of elimination. Like, I'm not saying the other movies are bad. I'm just saying no one's gonna be like, oh, my favorite Tarantino movie is Kill Bill Volume 2.
You know, he makes a
If
good
anybody's gonna pick a Kill Bill, it's going to be Volume 1. Bottom line.
Well,
Volume
yeah,
2
but then on
falls
top
from
of that,
every
it's like,
single way.
okay, no one's gonna pick Hateful Eight. No one's gonna fucking pick Reservoir Dogs.
Actually,
as much as I love Buscemi.
Hateful Eight and Reservoir Dogs are both very, very close
I
seconds.
totally agree. But, like, compared to Inglourious Bastards or Pulp Fiction,
one. This is some hipster shit. This is like the hipsterest fucking argument.
no, it's just movies, dog. I said Ocean's 11. You're gonna call me a hipster?
Yes!
Oceans has no right to hold a candle to anything that
Like, people
Tarantino has
like
done.
watch with their kids and shit.
Anything Oceans is... it's
Anything
not
Oceans
even in the
is
same
just
category.
no, just
all right,
fucking
let's
get
talk
out.
about number one movie of all time. How about Pacific Rim 2?
Shut the
Jesus
fuck
Christ.
up. Jesus Christ, it's Jason
I
Bourne.
actually, you know what? I did enjoy Pacific Rim 1, but Pacific Rim 2 was so unbelievably terrible that I turned it off halfway.
Is anyone here
It's-
aware of and this is like the one that none of my friends. Okay, so Pacific Rim 2 is a meme, and I do like Pacific Rim 1. It's actually directed
Okay,
by
yeah,
Guillermo del
this-
Toro.
It was a cool concept
fucking
is the big
hit
thing. It was a cool concept, but then Pacific Rim 2 took it and it was like, yo, people love this concept. Let's just fuck the whole thing right in the
Is
ass.
anyone here
And people
aware
still love the
of
concept.
Babe 2 Pig in the City?
Yes, unfortunately. Why?
Yes, he knows! He knows!
Now,
too big
I'm
in
gonna
the
drop
city.
That's one of those
a
movies that
deep,
doesn't deserve to
question
exist.
on you guys. A deep question. I need your full focus, okay?
No,
Pixels by Adam Sandler.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
of the
I would
century?
say probably the part where he, my main problem with Pixels is the part where he had Pac-Man chasing him
No,
in
I'm
the
not
street.
serious.
I almost nutted in the theater and I got kicked out.
Pixels is
I really
second.
this.
The worst movie that I've ever seen is oh fuck, I can't even remember the name. It's
Are we circling
It's,
back to the
Tom
discussion
Cruise,
earlier about fucking animals?
God, what is it? It's like he's some kind of like secret agent kind of thing, and he's investigating a sniper.
Sniper.
God, what is it called?
It's a good job, mate.
Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Oh shit. Can like one of the 3 players who's actually playing go get the intel?
Jack Reacher, that's what it is. Jack fucking Reacher. I literally fucking left the theater, like halfway through that movie. That is the single worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life, I think.
That's a bold fucking claim. No.
I've never actually left, like, never left a theater after paying for a ticket, but with that one, I did leave. I did leave like 3/4 through, but I still, it was too much for me. I couldn't even fucking handle it. I understand that it was like based off a really popular novel, but just the way that the entire thing was pushed through was just wretched, like flat out disgusting.
I am so tired of just fucking getting killed by the skin shitty hit Reg.
What did I miss about this guy's movie taste?
No.
Wait, are people actually trying to cap on
I mean,
Teufort?
listen, like,
I haven't been trying for at
yeah,
least
I don't
1
know who was
minute.
trying, but it wasn't me. I mean, listen, I'm the top of the fucking 4 retarded snipers. I'm not trying to win.
I've been kind of like dipping between running around in circles in the spawn room and jumping out and maybe trying to snipe one guy. That's
Alright, I
my
got a
skill
question for
level.
you all.
Alright, Cedra, drop
Is that a guy with the fucking airstrike?
What is your favorite so bad it's good movie that is not The Room?
Oh, that clarifies.
Why would you say not The Room, man? That's
Not in
dirty.
the room.
Because everyone's going to say The Room.
It's so
Anything
good
with
that
Adam
it's bad. It's so
Sandler.
bad that it's good.
Anything with Adam
It's a
Sandler.
Serbian film.
Jesus, I have to think about that actually.
I will tell you mine.
Okay.
What is it?
Hot Wheels World Race.
Oh, okay, yeah, I agree.
That's way beyond my realm of understanding. That's a whole
when I
nother
moved in
ballgame.
That was a great concept for a movie.
I
Holy
actually
shit.
fucking beat the shit out of that
I'm
game
impressed that you even know that.
on the Game Boy. I beat
So
the
when
shit
I
out
was
of every
moving
single
into
boss
my
in that game.
new- I
Let
was
the
moving
man
into my new
talk.
house. I was
They
cleaning out my
fucking
room.
cheat, dude. I don't think I beat every boss because
Not
the last
you.
fucking boss just cheats. He's like got like the tool. He's got the dual
Let Cedra,
fucking
please.
engine.
Not good! Nice shot!
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
I am heavy weapons guy.
We have dropped. We have taken the enemy intelligence.
I'm gonna bloody inside your head! All of a four lady!
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
Go, go, go!
We have dropped the enemy intelligence. We have We have taken the enemy intelligence. We have dropped the enemy intelligence.
Nom nom nom.
We have taken the enemy intelligence. Alert, the enemy. The enemy has dropped our intelligence. We have taken the enemy intelligence. We have taken the enemy intelligence. The enemy intelligence. We have taken the enemy intelligence.
Way to go, Pally! Catch this!
Has returned our base.
Let's go!
selection.